Hey guys, it's the start of the week and time for a market update. Let's take a look at Bitcoin because we do have a little bit of a pump this week, and we're going to take a look at the weekly chart right here on Bitcoin and outline some important facts to know about the chart because it gives us some hints as to what's happening. And as you guys can see, we've got the liquidity levels outlined in these three boxes right here, and you can see that after last week's cascade liquidation, we managed to actually close back above support. So that's a really good sign for Bitcoin. It's a good sign that we didn't close under this $107,000 level because that would have showed weakness. Instead, no, they pumped it up back above support. That means structure is still intact. And until we fall back under that $107,000, I wouldn't be too worried. It might be a slow grind up, but I do think that grind up is coming. If we just take a look at the daily right here, we can see a bit of trend lines and resistances that are coming up. Right there, we cracked the first one. The second one's coming up. Once we crack that, that'll be another good sign that we're heading up towards $119,000, $120,000 for the liquidity grab up there. And right now we can see that we have a little bit of space down here at about 107. So we might get one more push down before we actually get the move up. And if we go into the 4 hour, we get a clear look at that. We can see up against resistance, up against that liquidity block, and a drop here, a retrace here would be one more opportunity to move higher, or it would be the next push down to actually break support and shut down under it. Right now, I remain optimistic because the time to remain short or push it down would have been just taking it from here down there. So until we break 107 and actually close below it, then I'm going to be looking for a bullish setup. Like I said, we might get one more opportunity and then a blast off, or we could simply break out right now and just go. So either way, I'm more on the bullish side at this point because of the weekly. The weekly looks clean. The dailies also look clean. Just one more trend line to break to prove it, and it'll be a matter of time. So we'll have to see what happens by the end of the week because there's a lot of news coming out by the end of the month. Now let's take a look at Ethereum, and Ethereum's looking good as well with a break of the trend here and potentially aiming to go higher to about that 4.6K level. On the bearish side, we have a target of about 3,200 if we do manage to break back below 3,800 and 3,700 more importantly. So this is going to be the important zone to watch. If we break below here and we start trading towards the downside, then you can see 3,200 coming in the next couple of weeks, and it'll be bearish for the crypto market as a whole, as altcoins will also be looking towards that lower side to get tagged. So all in all, we're looking bullish still. Prices breaking towards the upside. It's breaking structure towards the upside. Bitcoin, Ethereum looking good. And until they don't, I have no reason to be bearish. I have bearish targets. Yeah, we have 3,200 on the table for Ethereum. We have lower for Bitcoin as well. But until the structure gets broken, there's simply no reason to worry. Now let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin also looking like a good trade here. I do think we get to see Litecoin at about 112, 116 for a nice move towards the upside to give us some confidence. We might have a pump that takes us like this towards the upside once again to try to crack the all-time highs where we failed previously. You guys can see at about 133. We didn't manage to crack it. We simply got it, and then liquidations came. So we'll be working to get back above $120, 130, and eventually crack that, go towards that $250 range that I know is coming this cycle as long as Bitcoin performs. Litecoin's a pretty easy play as well. If we head back below that $84 target, then I want to see us coming back to about $72 or $76 down in this range. So we have clear areas where I think we could head to if this fails. So right now we're targeting about 112, 116 to the upside. And if it fails, then we're going to see about 75 to 71 if things get bearish. Again, we have two scenarios, and as of right now, it's breaking to the upside. We're getting some moves towards the upside. We need to see that continue and that strength to continue to come in. I think going into November, we will get our answer. Altcoins as a whole are looking pretty decent as we hold this support line right here. You can see we tested it down at about 237 billion, held it, moved towards the upside. So still looking good. And if you guys have been following my channel, you guys know the blue line is where I expect the cycle to end. At least it has historically, give or take 1 or 2 months. And right now we still have some room to run for the next couple of months. Let's see if we can get back above this $322 billion level that we have struggled to break. And you guys can take a look at last time back in February as well. Last time we got up there, we had a retrace similar to what we had already. So you can see that retrace was about a 60% retrace. Here was about a 54% retrace. And then we actually made a new high. So seeing a move like this come out wouldn't be out of the question. And this move actually started to come out in October 28th. So if we look at where we are now, we're on October 20th, just 1 week from where we are today, this chart could look extremely different. The crypto market could look extremely different, and we could get a couple of weeks worth of candles, which take us to that $450 billion target. So even though things don't look great right now, they can change extremely quickly. We saw it back here at around October 28th to November 4th. We were only 2 weeks away from that at the latest. So let's see what November has in store, because I do think it's going to be a defining month for the crypto market. Now, looking at Tau here as well, it's one of the stronger coins out there that has been performing incredibly well out of this dump. Actually made some nice highs since the dump, and we have all right outperformance right now. I do want to see it crack above 500, because historically it has been resistance where it shut us down multiple times. You guys can see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we didn't get to touch it this time around, but let's see if we can do so with this move right here. Currently it is set up to make that move at this point up until we lose this trend line, or more importantly, lose about 404 down here. Once we lose this area, then the $500 Tau is no longer in play. I do think we'll get to see that in the next coming weeks. Like I said, beginning of November, end of October, I think Tau hits 500, or we break below this level right here and end up seeing Tau go to about 340 once again. So these are the plays. Right now the trade is on. Tau looks like it's in a favorable position to trade to the upside. Nice risk to reward, about a 3 risk to reward. For every dollar you risk, you get 3 back. I like the sound of that. And we'll have to wait and see if that actually does take place. But all in all, guys, the market is looking really good. Just a quick look at the sectors right here. We can see AI has managed to take a hit. So AI sector is not looking great right now, with Bitcoin doing better and holding some important levels. The AI sector needs to actually get back in this box, because right now it isn't looking too great. Even though Tau is leading, AI sector is down. Alt sector is down as a whole as well. So we need to see alts pump up going into October. Otherwise, AI sector is going to continue to grind down towards the downside, which I don't really expect. We had a nice strong move here, but couldn't hold it. So we'll have to wait and see again what happens at the end of the month. Going to Total DeFi in this liquidity zone, grab this one as well. It's currently on track to continue going down, as it hasn't cracked this structure of resistance yet. So maybe we come back to about 100 billion, see if that holds. If not, we're coming down to about 95 and see if we can actually turn it around. So right now, altcoins are struggling more so than the majors. The majors are doing really well. Tau, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin are all doing really well compared to a lot of altcoins. Altcoins are still on the rebound, or trying to rebound. And then finally, memes as well are on the downtrend. So lots of work for the alts to do. We're nowhere near alts actually showing us strength right now. That can change in the next week or two, but we still need to see it happen. We need to get back in these ranges and these boxes. This could be a simple deviation before we do so. Only time will tell. But right now we want to see us actually head back in before we actually get bullish, because right now I'm not on the bullish side for alts, at least not with this price action. So we'll have to wait and see. Next week might be a different story, but that is the update for this week, guys. We're simply waiting for alts to catch up to the majors. The majors are doing better, and we're just waiting for that to come, hopefully next week. As of right now, bullish on the majors. So with that said, guys, hope you enjoyed today's update, and I'll see you guys again next week.